Let's take several seats. Let's discuss. Let's have a round table. What the F did we collectively watch and what possessed us to watch it? Hello my lovelies, this is BL Fan Edits and today I'm here to talk about a baby-faced mafia Kamal and his tiger-loving, simple-minded boyfriend Kim's love story Unforgotten Night the series. This video will mostly be about me dissing this series, so if you sincerely liked it and not watched it to make fun of it later, then please stop watching here and watch my other videos instead. So with that disclaimer out of the way, let's get started with the video. Kim, a 25-year-old office worker, has been in a one-sided love with his senior Day for a long time. Heartbroken after being rejected by Day, Kim sleeps with a 30-year-old mafia boss Kamal, who has some special BDSM needs in bed. The night they spent together was so damn good that Kamal fixated on Kim and pursued him relentlessly until Kim agreed to be his lover. Now, to be very fair, I did not have very high expectations going into this drama. The day they announced the casting and the official poster, I already knew it's going to be hilariously bad. Yoon hardly looks like a cold-blooded, dominant mafia, and Ton in no way, shape or form looks like a subtype. The posters when they came out looked super unprofessional and more like they were done by a bored 16-year-old on her little iPad with her little touch pen. Then we all saw the first episode and boy oh boy was it so unexpected in the most hilarious, disturbing and disappointing kind of a way. We saw cute baby mafia Kamal for the first time, who looked more like a car salesman than a scary mafia. Then we see Kim drinking shots after shots of raspberry juice in tiny glasses and crying excessively over his failed crush. I mean, there should be a limit to how much ugly crying you can show on camera in one episode. Day, on the other hand, is a sight for sore eyes. I'm telling you, this man should have played the role of Kamal. This series would have been on a completely different level if Day played the role of Kamal. He has that alpha energy and the right look and voice for this kind of role. The casting directors must be on some good shit while casting for this show, that's all I can say. After shedding copious amounts of unnecessary tears, Kim goes to the bar again and encounters the small baby mafia Kamal, who I want to give props to for asking consent from Kim repeatedly for what he was about to do. The consent, however, was utterly useless because he didn't do much of anything at all. The pink and purple lighting was giving, the candles were giving, but everything else was pretty much giving peak comedy. The tattoo on Yoon's back, let's talk about it, shall we? It looked completely fake, and not only that, it looked dirty, almost as if it was some kind of a disease that was spreading on his back. This tattoo was distracting and silly. When Kamal pulled out the handcuffs, I was like, okay, something amazing is going to happen. But what really happened was Kamal hesitating for a whole 5 minutes and wishing for the whole thing to be over. The chain was clearly loose and it looked like Kim was just acting and making it look like the chain was pulling him. The kisses were lackluster and the face Kamal was making while flogging Kim, hilarious AF. This whole scene was cringe galore and I could not stop laughing my butt off. Kim's black magic somehow worked on Kamal and only after one cringeful night, Kamal has fallen in love with him. The whole show is distinctly divided into 3 different sections and it feels like one section has no connection with the other. The first couple of episodes focus on Kamal chasing after Kim and creepily coercing him to come and live with him, and also Cherry getting jealous and doing evil things to poor Kim. Nobody asks how suddenly after a couple of episodes she completely transforms and gives up on Kamal. Like, what the hell changed your mind so quickly? What happened behind the scenes that we have no clue about? The second section is Danai constantly trying to attack Kim and failing miserably, and even getting slapped by Kim like he was some stupid bitch and not a mafia leader. The third section is of course about Danil, who came out of nowhere and acted like he owned the place and owned Kamal too. These 3 distinct sections almost felt like 3 mini shows because there was no cohesiveness and continuity in the script. Let's talk about Baiboon and Kom. I felt like their relationship was the one that should have been explored more throughout the series. Their interactions were cute and heartwarming. There was a mutual care and understanding between them. Comb's jealousy was adorable, but I wish Comb showed more affection and interest in Baibun and their relationship could go further. I do agree that Baibun was too young for Comb, which also could be a reason why Comb hesitated falling for Baibun. But I really wish these two actors get their own series because the chemistry is really there and should be explored further. From the second episode onwards, we see the rise of irritating Kim, who constantly kept asking utterly foolish questions like, why are bodyguards not allowed to drink on duty? And asking to be involved in all the mafia dealings as if he was Kamal's boss and not a normal office worker. His constant nagging and acting coy got old pretty quickly, and I felt like slapping him hard across the face whenever I saw him complaining on screen. Also, stop addressing Kamal as Khun when you've already slept with him hundreds of times and even living with him. If you think Kamal is any better than Kim, then think again. Instead of giving a straight answer to Kim, Kamal kept asking irritating rhetorical questions like, oh, so you're worried about me? Oh, so you care about me? Oh, so you're starting to fall for me? Like, sir, Danai's men are literally in the middle of attacking you. Your bodyguards are getting hit left, right, center. This is not the time for you to be flirting with Kim. Be effing for real. Take your job serious. You're an effing mafia boss for F's sake. Talking about the fight scenes, what the hell were those pistols? Even my 12-year-old nephew has better toy pistols than these bodyguards. What the hell is this pew pew sounds and the small pea-sized ball coming out from the gun as if it was a gun used for shooting balloons at the market fair and not to kill people? One thing I want to say to the producers is be effing for real when you make shows for the viewers. Be serious, please. Or otherwise label it as a comedy show so we can actually enjoy without any expectations. I have a big grudge with the producers for marketing this series as a BDSM MMMM series. They did not explore that element at all in the series except for the first and maybe the 10th episode. In the novel, the main problem of the big and burly mafia Kamal is that none of the boys he slept with are able to satisfy his need in bed. But as soon as he meets Kim, he regularly engages in those kinds of acts with him. In the series, it felt like both Kamal and Kim were reluctant to even come close to each other. Forget about the BD part. Overall, there was a severe lack of a good quality script, severe lack of workshops, severe lack of understanding and chemistry between Yoon and Ton, and even the acting was subpar. Although one thing I want to commend the makers for is that they included the throuple bodyguard shower scene, which turned out to be the star of the show. Loved everything about that scene. It had a shocking element to it as nobody imagined the three bodyguards to be in a relationship like that. That 5-second shower scene showed more chemistry between the bodyguards than Kamal and Kim, who had 12 episodes to their disposal and couldn't show any chemistry at all. Now let's talk about the tigers for a minute because they definitely looked high throughout the show. They were on some heavy shit for sure as the tiger did not even blink once and kept staring into space while Kim was petting him. All the tigers were CGI, I can't be sure. But one thing is for sure, and that is that Kim was living there for the tigers and not for Kamal. Also, while I'm here, let me just be mean and say that they deserved a better looking and better acting on-screen partner than it. Also, all the ladies in the show, Sammy, Batui and Ging, deserved more screen time and more meaty roles in the series. I will conclude my review here by saying that stop serving us half-cooked stories, stop hiring actors in mature dramas who are not comfortable doing skinship with the same gender, stop trying to ride the wave of whatever's trending in the fandom. Please just focus on the plot, the chemistry and the acting. All the other things will fall into place on its own. The audience will connect to the characters if they are well written and developed. We don't need you to spend millions on the production, just give us well thought out stories. And Mr. Yoon Fusano, please reconsider acting in BLs because you don't look comfortable doing BL roles at all. There's not been one series of yours where you have looked in love with your partner or like you have wanted to be physical with them. And lastly, I know I might get hate as usual for my views, but please know that these are strictly my opinions, which could be completely different to yours. Please be respectful in the comment section even if you disagree with me. Other than that, I love you guys, really appreciate you sticking with me throughout the video, and I'll see you all in my next video very soon. Love you all, bye bye, love you.